Okay, everybody. 204. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, here comes Dominic.
Yeah, I'm back. Nice and sunny here today, finally.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be 80.
Wow. That's
And then
80,
that's
80 centigrade?
no 80 Fahrenheit,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 80 centigrade.
32,
Oh my God.
80 Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be the end of the heat as we slowly work our
Work your
way
way down to into fall, huh?
into fall or autumn, as we call it. So, yeah.
Hey, Waypoint. Good evening.
Hello, Brian.
And 204 Drone Life is here as
Ed.
well.
His name's Ed.
Ed, yeah.
Ed from Winnipeg. Yeah. Yeah.
And Brenda.
Brenda. I haven't caught up on how she's going with her hotel.
Yeah, I haven't heard. I asked something today about it. I didn't hear if she flew it yet or not. She was talking about maybe this week, but I don't know.
Hmm. Because I think she lives near Dusty.
Yes,
Okay.
she lives down in southern Florida,
Yeah.
southwest Florida, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and we start a Friday here, so that's great.
It's
Great to have a
Friday,
Friday.
Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. So let's see
Because
if I can.
here it's still Thursday, Thursday.
Yep, Thursday night there,
Yeah,
Thursday afternoon.
tomorrow's Friday, Friday.
Yep. And as we move into we move into the year.
I'm gonna ceremoniously pull the calendar down and I'm gonna mark off today as
Mm-hmm.
almost over because it is almost over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Jack's been a little bit of a character, but that's okay. He's getting used to it, and I'm getting used to him, you know?
Well, that's good. That's excellent.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Paul. Dominic.
Good evening. How are we?
Ugh, getting tired.
Hmm. I can understand that.
Well, Brenda, Jack pretty much slept most on and off this afternoon, and yeah, he's settling in, I guess, but he
Yeah.
wanders around the house.
Well, he's
Because
just getting, he's
he
obviously getting used to it.
well, he seems to be centered in on me Because if I go to another room, I'll turn around and look, and there he is,
Hmm.
and he's so friggin' quiet.
Hmm.
He's almost, he almost reminds me of a black cat,
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah. Every time you turn around, there he is,
Yeah.
Brenda says hi to you, Mark.
Uh-huh. I already said hello to everybody in
Oh,
the chat.
okay. And JD says they need to go in the backyard and take a dump, so he knows where to take a dump.
And JD.
Yeah, I know. The sad part of it is I don't know, around the world, I think a lot of governments have a lot of Looney Tune people that are in control of different.
Yep.
The
No,
governor of New York, she's a wackadoodle,
no different. No different here. The Premier of Victoria is easily as a wackadoodle. Yep, easily. Yeah, believe me, we've got some absolute nutcases in our parliament. And you really wonder how they got elected, is all I can ask.
Well, and how they continue to get elected. You see
Yeah,
these different rallies against Trump and against
yeah, I know.
what they're doing, and it's like, oh my God, are you people stupid or what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe they ought to pass a law that if you're that stupid, you should be euthanized.
I'd agree with that, actually. It's a harsh comment, but sorry, but it's true. There are some people out here that I think, yeah, they should be banned from voting, I tell you. Because we've got compulsory voting and we have to vote. And there are some people out there that are absolute nutcases.
Well,
Honestly.
even if they don't euthanize them, they ought to sterilize them, so they can't have any more dummies.
Oh, definitely. Someone will probably get offended by that, but we live in a world where everybody gets offended by everything. And I'm sick and tired of it. Honestly. Shit. Just some people out there, I tell you.
Yeah, I see Mitch McConnell has said that he's going to not get reelected, but I don't feel bad for anybody, even if I kind of politically agree with some of the things they do.
Mm.
I don't think we should have 80 or 90-year-old men out there running our country.
I'd agree with that. I
Or
think there
women.
must be an age limit. There must be an age limit, personally.
Yep.
I think, yeah.
And term limits too.
Term limits, age limits. Yep.
Yep.
I totally agree. As I said, I'm only looking at from the Australian point of view. And
well,
that's really,
Mitch McConnell's been a senator for 45 years.
yeah, I think that's too much.
That's too long.
Yeah.
They have a 4-year term. So let them maybe 2 or 3 terms, but the maximum,
Two, yeah. 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 Some of them have never worked in the corporate world, and they just go straight from, say, they go from high school to
college.
university, and
Yep.
then university into politics.
Well, that's what Biden did. He never had a real job.
And I think that's what the problem really is. I
Yep.
think politicians need to work in the corporate sector and then go into politics. But yeah, politics is a tough discussion because you're always going to get someone that doesn't agree with you. And that's fine. No, I have no problem with other people's politics as long as they don't have any of them with me. You're
Yeah.
free to choose.
So Brenda, did you get a chance to fly today at all or no?
Oh,
The yeah, it's 18 degrees here right now. A little bit of wind,
yep.
so it feels like about 14
Hmm.
and just cold. Cold,
Yeah.
cold.
Well, I went out thinking it was going to be warm. And when I've got out, I'm going, it's not the warmth that I'd expected.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit cooler. So I've just got to wait for it to warm up.
Oh,
It's going to be
Brenda says it's been too windy to fly. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
and
You're
I
on
can understand that being a new flyer, you know.
yeah, anything. Yeah. And remembering she's using a 249 grand
Yep.
and 249, I stopped at 18 miles an hour gust. I've since modified that and gone up to 25 for the Mavic 3 now because it just cuts through wind.
Yeah, Kishio, she's got a Autel Nano Plus. So where are you at the mall or again, Dominic or?
No, I'm sitting in a spot near where my brother is
Oh, okay.
because it's nice and sunny. And then at about 9:30, which is 20 minutes time, you're 5:30, I've got to go off and do something.
Oh, you got to go work with your brother, huh?
No. I'm going to a seminar.
Oh, okay.
The 3 day. This is day 3 of the 3 day seminar.
This is the third day.
Yep. Thankfully, it's getting yeah, it's 4 hours each day for the last 3 days. Way too much for me.
Well, Brenda, just keep watching the videos.
Yeah, just yep. Yep. That's what I did.
There's my little girl.
Hey, hello,
My
Jack.
boy. He's not a girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of taken over my chair. That's
Well, that's good.
yeah. He's a good boy.
Mm.
A little more rambunctious than I'm used to and he's fast. When he goes out, he goes around the garage. Next thing you know, he's coming at a mile a minute, just up to the oh, he's lost an SD card somewhere in his living room. Oh,
Good luck.
yeah, because there's they're spring loaded, and my
Yeah.
fingers sometimes I go like that, boom, and I've always been able to find them after a little while, but
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't drop them.
no. Yeah, Mia had to go to the Rainbow Bridge was Monday evening,
Mm.
like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
She was not doing well. She was shaking. She was not good, and I didn't want her to be in pain. If you touch
Yeah.
her in certain places, she'd eye and
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I,
you have to do the
it
right
was
thing.
hard to do, but my whole theory is after all the dogs I've had, you got to love them enough to let them go,
Yeah. 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 I agree.
Yep, my little Mia.
Hmm.
So the next day, it was a terrible night that night. I
Mm.
couldn't sleep or anything. And everybody says, well, go get another dog. So I went out to the St. Clair County Humane Society, not the Humane Society. I went to the animal control and picked out the current one. His name is I don't know why I can't remember
Jack.
his name.
I
Jack.
can't remember Jack.
His name is Jack. Yeah. And I picked him up like about 11:20 in the morning, 12 o'clock, somewhere in
Mhm.
that area.
Yeah.
And he's been here ever since. And it's kind of hard getting used to having a different dog because they don't know you and you don't know them, but
Yeah.
he's really a loving dog, but sometimes
Mhm.
he's too loving.
Mm.
Yeah, I appreciate your condolences, but yeah, it was terrible.
Mhm.
And they're gonna cremate her body and return the ashes to me.
Great.
Yeah, Mudball is right. He says you don't know Jack.
Hello, Don.
Well, yeah, and he's black too.
Mm.
He's all black Jack.
So he's 21, blackjack.
Yep.
Okay. Let's start
He
moving.
was out at the shelter for quite a while. And so
Yeah.
I picked him up when I picked him out of the book. They all got excited and were telling each other, "Oh, he's taking Jack! He's taking Jack!"
Oh, great. Good news then.
Yeah, you're right, Blackjack. So Donald, how are you doing today? You doing okay? I hope. Yeah, the thing of it is that the reason that I moved so fast, that was a terrible night, and
Yeah.
without anybody, and I swear I could hear her breathing and moving around the house because I'm here by myself, and I
Yeah.
really need a friend,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that's what he's gonna fit right in, hopefully.
Yep.
No, I don't, Don. Remember what shithead's name once was. Almost.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is in my chair.
Good on him.
It's good that he's
Settled in.
spend more time in your chair, get him used to your scent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he does it all. He gets up on this couch. He gets up on the couch in the living room. He's got there was a blanket folded up on the coffee the ottoman in the living room, and it's in the floor curled up, and it's got a little nest there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
He's got different places he can go.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now you got what, 3 cats, Dominic?
Yep. Yep. I got 3 cats, 2
Are
girls and a boy.
are they different sizes or
Yep. They're all different sizes.
who's the biggest one?
The oldest one, the male.
And how much does it weigh?
Shit, he'd be up towards the 20-pound mark
Okay.
because he's big, and you know how you'll see BG might come up and annoy me on camera. Zoe does the same thing, but Prince is just too big to fit anywhere. He is
Jack
a very large cat.
Jack is a little over 40 pounds.
Okay, so he'd be probably about half the size.
But he stands really tall. I mean, he's got some long legs on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like many, many years ago. Oh, this would be 35, 40 years ago. I used to know a friend that had a Saint Bernard, and the Saint Bernard was like 6'2", and he would put his he'd actually put his legs up on my shoulders. That's
Yeah.
how big the dog was.
Yeah, one of my friends used to have that St. Bernard, and it ran out of the gate one day straight across the road and went into the side of a car
Hmm.
and put a big dent in the car door. And he just shook himself off and wandered back up in the garden.
Hilarious. Okay, well, that's my cue to. I've got to head out, so
Are
I'll
you
see
going to
you
be back
guys.
later or no?
We'll see what happens. If
Uh,
you're
uh,
on in about,
how long is your seminar?
oh, it's 4 hours, but we get 2 breaks in
Oh,
between.
okay, okay. Hey, well, good luck at the seminar. Maybe somebody else is going to join us. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll catch up with you soon. If not, I'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow night.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
See you
Bye-bye.
okay,
Bye.
Dominic.
The button
Yeah, Joe's got a game today, hasn't he?
Yep, Joe's doing a game, so he's not going to be here. That Donald is not in yet.
Donald,
He usually
he
pops
won't.
in, but
Well, he won't have finished work yet, and Lance will still be at work.
yeah, oh yeah, Lance is on the West Coast.
Yeah,
It's only 2:26 there.
yeah. And it's only what nearly half past
Yeah,
4 at
it's
Donald, so he's got another half hour of work
yeah,
yet.
5:26 here,
Yeah,
and they're 3 hours difference. So
yeah. I don't know whether TJ's working or not.
now Keisha, he said his cats are doing just fine. He's got 3 of them. They're doing good.
Hey, Warren.
What I'm trying to figure out is see, Mia used to go with me everywhere. And I've left Blackjack here alone only once so far when I went and did a ship. And
Yeah. Well, have you got a lead?
oh yeah, yep, I got several leads.
All right.
But the thing of it is he's so strong and he pulls you. He's not a dog that walks next to you. He's like on the end of the lead, you know?
Uh-huh. Wants to explore.
Yep.
Yeah. I must admit, I never attached the lead to Precious's collar. I always put a harness on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He won't let you put his lead on or what?
No, she's fine.
A stranger can't do it though, right?
Oh, if I go for a harness, she'll sit on the floor and put one paw in the air so that I can put the harness onto her.
Oh, okay. So you got one of those body harnesses that goes around
Yeah.
the neck and then down around and snaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had before. This one's just got a collar on.
Because if you try and take her for a walk with just the lead attached to the collar, it's gonna strangle her,
Well,
basically.
her
Because
collar's that wide, you know?
Yeah. But even so, because they're always pulling against it, it doesn't do the neck any good.
There's a little bit of scratching and stuff that I'm getting from her, not intentional, but just she wants to climb on me and stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. She wants the attention for the time being.
yep. Well, the thing of it is, until I get rid of the snow, Brenda, I can't really do any training. The snow is so deep in the backyard, so deep in the front yard. The sidewalks are deep with snow and ice, and so I'm hoping that it's going to warm up and the snow and ice and everything disappear.
It'll be at least another month, maybe a bit longer.
Yep, I think probably 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, like mid-March,
Yeah.
maybe beginning of April. Yeah.
Hey, there's Giggles. TJ.
TJ. And Joel.
Yeah, Brenda, I know you understand. You're probably like me, get her done, but
And Donald's there.
with all the snow and ice, I can't just get it done because if I go out there and she pulls me the wrong way, I'm going down, you know. Hot Rod says TJ is a bum. Hey Rod, how's it going?
I don't understand the inference of the phrase, do you have a balloon?
I don't either, but whatever. Well, what was it? Wasn't there a Beatles song about a balloon or something? Or
Not that I can remember.
in my beautiful balloon?
That wasn't the Beatles.
Okay.
That was up and away.
Up and away. There you go. Yep. Up and away in my beautiful balloon.
Mm. It's on about Navin, whoever Navin is.
Giggles. Giggles is trying to convert Rod. He says, now, Rod, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't need to say anything. Hey, Donald.
Okay, Warren and I were talking about, well, it started off, he asked about the dog's name in The Jerk, which was Shithead. And I said, what was his name originally in The Jerk before he called him Shithead, and he was going to call him Lifesaver. But he mentioned that Bernadette Peters discovered good-looking women. And that was a line that she said in the movie, do you have a balloon? She, do you have a balloon? And
Okay.
so I said, do you have a balloon? She was a damn, what was it? She was a great woman. So yeah.
Skyfly
Yeah.
says that you gave him a head and chest cold.
Well, I told him that it'd be safer for him to be the big spoon. He wanted to be the little spoon. So I told him it'd be safer to stay on the outside. I volunteered to be the cuddly. He wanted to be the cuddly, not the cuddler. So
Speaking of which, how's your granddaughter doing?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
She hasn't changed much since last night.
Yeah, but I mean, she usually pops in on you, doesn't she?
She won't for a while. If she doesn't pop in, I go get her.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yep, old Blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
There's Blackjack.
Did you save any of his poop to put outside?
Yep, I did, and I threw it out there.
Has he been out since?
Yeah, and he didn't. He just walked right past it.
You didn't even smell it?
Nope. That's my buddy.
Well, I hate to say it, you might have to be dropping trow to show him how. He's never had anybody show him how to poop outside. He's an inside pooping dog. He's never had anybody teach him how to poop outside. It's probably really scary to be pooping out there in that big. There's no ceiling out there. You feel exposed.
Yeah, and it's damn cold on the backside.
And he just moved.
Oh, you
Oh,
see a squirrel? Squirrel.
oh, he's looking out the window.
Oh, now he's back.
No, there's nothing out of the window that's of any interest.
He must have heard something.
So what is he on? Is he on the table there or something?
He's in a chair.
No, that's a chair.
Oh, that's a chair next to the
That's a power chair that I sleep
Right.
in.
Ah,
But look at how, do you see how long his legs are?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lloyd, how's it going, buddy?
And like,
I'm doing all right. Took a little bit of a nap this morning and after we got
Well,
off
good.
and been up farting around 3D printing stuff.
What do you,
you've
what do
got,
you, you're not printing one of those pill caskets, are you?
No, no, no.
see,
I,
you've
No,
got,
I thought that was a little bit off the wall myself.
it was a little on the dark side. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
you've got your background blur on.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I think I'm gonna change that. How do I?
Yeah. On Zoom, you can put any photograph you want as a background.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like that. I thought I'd try it. I didn't like it, so.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
besides that, we can't see your your big dog when he walks by.
that's true. You can't. Yeah, when he walks by, you can't see him. So
Oh, wait a
where's
minute.
that
Got
right
a call
now?
coming in.
He's probably laying down in the other bathroom there.
Is that where that's his place?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes he'll go down in the main bathroom down the hall, and it's like there's not that much room, and I have to go in there and use the bathroom. It's like, okay, one of us is going to have to move. He takes up quite a bit of space when he lays down, but that
Oh
other
yeah,
one,
you said he weighs what, 160 pounds?
yeah, between about 150, 160, something like that. Yeah, he's about, I'm going to say 150, he's just big. And I swear to God, he gets bigger every month. I won't pay attention to him. Sometime I'll look at him. Oh my God, what'd you do? Put on more weight? Well, he had been there for a while. I mean, he lost all the hair from about the middle of his back to the tip of his tail. And I mean, he lost it all.
What happened?
He just skin allergies, and I was taking him up to the vet and giving him they were giving him cortisone, and then the vet died. That didn't help. So I finally started looking, and it's actually more of a stomach allergy than it is a skin allergy. But apparently in dog's chemistry they're related. So they've got all these real high dollar foods, and some of them are more expensive than others. Like they make the science, yeah, the science diet
Yeah.
brand is like $85 for a 5 pound bag.
Oh,
It's like,
wow.
I said, no, I said he can eat that in a day and a half. So
I feed my dogs. Well, now this dog's eating it too. Is the Rachel Ray chicken?
yeah. Well, what I ended up getting was it's called Diamond Naturals.
Okay.
And and they have a sensitive skin and stomach
For yourself
formula.
tonight.
And it's
Just mommy a hamburger.
it's a 30-pound bag, and it cost me about $40. And I buy it at the Ranch Supply or a Tractor Supply here in town. And they're about as cheap as anybody. I can't even order it online that cheap. So
Yeah, I get all my food and stuff from Pet
PetSmart, Petco.
Pet yeah, PetSmart, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just ship it to me.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not I think it's Pet something.
Yeah. Well, there's Petco and PetSmart, and then you've got like Chewy and other things
Yeah,
like
Chewy,
that.
that's who I use.
Chewy, okay, yeah.
Chewy.
Yeah, I need to check with them and see what their prices is on it, because that would be nice not having to go go get
Well,
it.
yeah,
every-
they bring it right to you.
Yeah.
I get dog biscuits and dog food. And
Right.
you get to select whatever you want, and I get big bags of it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm back.
How you doing, Don? You're muted. Never sounded better.
Chest cold still got me down. I'll get in coughing fits and get lightheaded.
Oh, I hate when that
Is
It's
happens.
it
in my
still
chest.
getting to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that to me and all.
It all
Like
moved into my
cough off.
chest.
Like cough or sneeze, it throws your balance off. It throws my balance off because of the labyrinthitis they say I've got, which is something to do with the inner ear.
Yeah.
There's the bones I give them.
Okay.
And here's the Rachel Ray's real chicken and veggies recipe, dry dog food, 40-pound bag for $54.99.
That's not bad. That's a for a gourmet,
Yep.
gourmet style dog food. That's not a bad price at all.
And everything over like think it's $30 is free shipping.
Now I'm going to have to go look at Chewy and start.
Yeah, how long will it last you?
In my case, she used to get like a cup and a half to 2 cups twice a day.
All right.
So it lasts quite a while.
Because I use Tesco's dog food, and she gets a tin when I get up, and a tin at about 7 or 8 o'clock, or earlier when she moans about it. And they work out at 12 tins for, I think it's £9 now.
So how many tins do you use a day?
2.
Yeah, see, I like getting the 40-pound bags because it lasts a long time.
Oh, well, this is wet food rather than dry food.
Yep, dry. Yep, and I'm using the dry food.
I mean, she has biscuits as well, and treats.
Brenda says don't buy anything that's made in China because it's toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got bird flu.
Yep, rodchewy.com.
Yeah, I don't think they import dog food from China.
No, Chewy doesn't.
I don't think anybody does. I don't think we've got Chewy over here.
Do this.
But every supermarket sells pet food anyway.
Pet food, yeah. Well, you know it get expensive. You got it. Is the bags of fresh made dog food? You know, it's like
Right.
ground up and everything in it. You spoon it out. That stuff's expensive.
Mm,
It's like just a little bag of it is like at $18 to $20.
what do you do? Mix it with water or something?
No, it comes it's in a sealed bag. And you
Oh,
put
I've
it,
seen
you
it.
got to put it in your refrigerator
All right.
and you dish it out like you would like a stew or something, you know?
Don't remember seeing anything like that. I mean, we've got pouches full of food, but
Well, with my memory, I can't remember. Donald, do you know what I'm talking about?
The
Pet
cat,
Fresh or something, or
the cat has pouches.
Pet
but
Fresh sounds
only little.
familiar. I never like my animals enough to buy them special food.
Mm.
No, they would get special wet food, but
and there's the farmer's dog too. That's another one.
farmer's dog, yeah, I've heard of it.
I don't buy any other than dog treats. I don't buy any other special food for her because she usually ends up eating what I'm eating as well.
This is the expensive stuff here.
Yeah, we've got one called Gourmet that's a bit dearer than the others.
Oh, none of ours have deer meat.
Mm.
Yeah, I know. Stupid joke.
Yeah.
I'll try to do better.
And she usually has a mixture of different foods each day, kind of thing. So it alternates between lamb, beef, chicken, turkey, rabbit.
Rabbit.
Mm. Sometimes they're like the tripe loaf, and sometimes the in jelly. The cat likes it when I give her the dog food in jelly because she goes along and licks all the jelly off it. And you're getting gravy, but she doesn't seem to want to eat that one.
No.
No.
So Donald, what are you playing this weekend? Are you going to work on the Doom buggy?
I am stuck on the dune buggy until I get warm enough temperatures to paint,
Oh,
and that
okay.
won't be until next weekend.
Here comes Justin.
So,
Hi, Justin.
What's going on, Justin?
got home.
How's your pupper dogs doing?
Same as always.
Now, do they meet you at the door when you come home?
No. They can't get into the front of the house. We got them in the back
Oh,
of the
you
house
got
with dog
gates.
gates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blackjack has got free run of the house.
Blackjack.
Well, it's called Jack. And
His
it's
name is Jack, but he's a black lab. So they suggested, because I couldn't ever remember what his name was, but Blackjack, I should be able to remember that. Because a couple of times I've called him Mia.
yeah, you might.
You know, the old man brain type of thing. You don't understand that, Lloyd, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm going roll call down here. I'm yelling at one dog and using the other dog's name. Bear and Ranger are the two I get mixed up because obviously the big white one should have been called Bear. The little one's name, his full name is Barricade or Judy's
Barricade.
Barricade. Yeah. And we just dropped it to Bear.
Oh yeah, Donald, I sent that to you earlier because I thought you'd find that interesting.
Yeah, I read that earlier today. It's been
That
something that has
Ah.
been.
that is crazy though. The craziest thing I found was just the fact that they were editing books without telling people.
Oh yeah,
And that's wild. And it was mostly over just, ideology crap. It wasn't like, you know, just because they didn't want his or her in the book or whatever. And yeah, it was pretty wild. And then they're just actively pretty much taking people's stuff they paid for.
yep.
So you said you saw a lot of your books disappear.
No,
Yeah, I thought that's
I
what you said in
said
that message.
no. I said that most of my books are already uh, claimed on the high seas of anti-capitalism.
Okay, I misread that message. I thought you meant that you noticed a lot yours were missing.
You mean you sold them?
I didn't say that. Why would you say
No,
that?
we were talking about digital book copies.
Oh,
Because
digital.
what
Okay.
Amazon's doing this whole thing where they're not giving you the files so you can have it on multiple devices, and they're actively editing books without telling people. Like
Really?
over some
There
of it had to
is
do with the culture war thing that was going on.
there's a web-based book thing that it's called BookBub, BOOK
Book bug?
BUB, and you get like an email from them every day, and you go to it and you get a list of various books.
So is it a
And
membership type of thing?
no, it's free.
Oh,
And some of the books that they give away or that they put on each day are actually free to download. And you can download them into Apple Books or Kindle or
hello, Andrew.
What's up, Paul?
Google. And
Lloyd?
it's quite
Hey.
good. And
Don.
even some of the ones that you buy are cheap. You can buy a full science fiction series of 5 books for like 99p.
Oh, I'll worry about later.
Well, what was crazy, Mark, was like they were editing the books to say like instead of saying the guy was fat, they were literally editing it, putting some other word in.
Yeah.
Because they
Oh,
were doing it over like
Polit-
the whole culture offending people crap.
Yeah, the
politically
the
correct.
person
Yeah.
was weight challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to be politically correct with some of the stuff, which I found to be, like I said, that seems like a modern day book burning right there.
Yeah,
well, I think it was if they edit all the textbooks for uh the maps on America and the Gulf and changing the name to Gulf of America,
Yeah.
that would cost like $200 million.
It's already changed on Google Maps.
No,
that's because
school textbooks.
yeah. Well, the thing is about
Actually, that's
school
a
textbooks
fallacy.
is that they replace those about every 3 years. So by the
I
time
was gonna say
Yeah.
that's a fallacy. Is that you're pretending like they're not going to be spending money on new books anyway.
because they're going to
Oh.
buy new books within the next. I don't know if they do it every 2 years. Some places do it every year. Some place, depending on how rich the district is, some places do it because stuff becomes outdated. So
Mhm.
no,
Well,
it's not worth the money to update the books just for that.
There's
Did
been
you-
But
do
at
you
least
think-
3
do you-
countries have changed their names in the past 20 years.
Well, do
Let-
you think we're going to get to a point where there is not going to be any printed books anymore? It's all going to be digital.
They'll still have some.
I love
print-
digital books.
They'll
it's
still
already
be.
kind of going that way.
They'll
even
still
with
be
schools.
printed books.
I mean,
I
even
love
with
digital books,
schools.
but digital books. There's something to be said for having hard copies of material.
Because with
Yeah.
digital books, you can have your whole library of books, like your
No.
whole bookshelf, in
Seriously,
your
go
hand.
Go look at the kids in high school and middle school and elementary right now in my area, and you won't find a single textbook. They don't
Yeah,
have them.
most.
It's
Yeah,
all
most.
done on iPads and Chromebooks now.
Yep.
What about math books?
No, everything is
Social
digital.
studies.
They don't
Oh.
have textbooks. These kids' backpacks are literally empty, dude. They're not like the backpacks in the 90s where you were carrying a fucking military rucksack with 16 textbooks in it that were fucking 200 pounds. Yeah, it's not like that anymore. These kids literally have a laptop or an iPad in their backpack.
Well,
and that's it.
and the school districts can save a lot of money because they don't have to buy books.
Yeah, Paul's got a point.
It kind of costs them a bit more to buy the Chromebook.
Well,
They get discounts, and with everything said and done, they can, a Chromebook can, they can last for 3 or 4 years. They're only having
Oh
to
yeah,
update
they
the
go
text.
grade to grade to grade. Take them with you,
Take them with them. Yeah, yeah. And
a lot of
that's
kids
something-
do that.
Yeah, some schools they just assign it at
You
first
said
grade.
doo-doo.
Yep.
When they leave out at 6th grade, or 5th grade, depending on how the schools are set up, they just take it with them for year to year. Or they just turn them in. But yeah, a lot of times they just take them with them. And
Yeah, the only
Uh,
thing kids carry that you'll see in their bags, I mean, I see the kids empty their bags all the time looking for stuff in their backpacks. They'll literally
Yeah.
have a couple of notebooks,
yeah,
And a vape
Uh,
pen.
There always
container
have
full
notebooks.
of pens, and they'll have their either iPad or their laptop in there, whichever one the
Yeah.
school gave them. And that's all
And
they
their
have.
vape. They'll need their vape. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Because some might use the laptop and an iPad.
I don't know. See, some buses have told me that they were like, yeah, when we pull up to the school and they're doing the random checks, the kids will know because they won't let the kids off the bus. And then they'll say they find shit all throughout the bus. My bus, I've never found anything when the kids got up.
Now,
So
do
a lot of
they,
times
do,
we'll
do
start
the
dropping
buses
shit.
have Wi-Fi on them?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, the buses are all decked out now. They got Wi-Fi. They got red light cameras on the buses. They got
They got
cameras
hot
on
tubs.
inside the bus. Like they're all wired up with all kinds of surveillance, and like there's a big box on the side of the bus that's literally a high-speed red light camera that can view up to 4 lanes over from the bus.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Wow.
they're when
They have
did the
homeless
last-
midgets
It-
dressed like Oompa Loompas. They got everything.
Is there
Oh, for fuck's sake, Donald.
is there a push in Florida to make your buses electric?
No.
There is in New,
It's
there is in New York.
Florida. It's Florida.
Florida will
Florida.
not. Yeah, Florida will not go electric.
If Dre was on the panel, I would ask him, but yeah, he's in California. Might be something they're trying there. Yeah, no, they're
Well,
not pushing that at all. I have not
Trump-
heard a single
Trump's
whisper
getting-
about electric
Trump's
vehicles.
getting even rid of the mandate for electric vehicles anyway, so they don't need to now.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
they canceled all those all the charging stations that the government was going to pay for to put out there.
Yeah.
They've canceled that, which I thought was, if
Well,
if your state
It's a bit
requires
of a
you to
twat.
drive
They've
electric
already
cars,
got one. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I don't
I-
think they can. I don't think states can require you
No.
to buy electric now.
Now, this is
Yeah.
the thing is I could
it-
see the government giving some discounts maybe to gas stations to have 1 or 2 put in,
yeah,
and giving them a little subsidy, kind of like they do with the solar panels for people's houses. That I could understand. I'm on board with that, helping some small mom and pop gas stations get some,
Well-
Most of our major supermarkets have got a few charging stations in their car park.
Well, where we have our charging stations at right now? I drive by there every so often. Every time I see it, I shake my head. The Social Security office.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
well, they
why
all
the-
turn up in their Tesla.
that's because all the
they don't
administrators that are making 6 figures.
All the
yeah.
administrators
Well,
are collecting the money. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all these, all these people who are 160 years old.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the number of people that are over 200 years old?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we looked at it yesterday. Then
We
they
looked
have
at it.
one.
Justin
have-
put it up.
Yeah, they have one on the list
So-
of all. Like I said, I could understand a few hundred of each of those age ranges somehow slipping through the system
What,
and it getting by. That I could understand. But when there's 3 or 4 million
million.
outs for
Yeah.
that age range, it's like that's fucking ridiculous.
So, Paul, what was your reaction when you saw all those numbers?
Just shake my head. It,
Are-
it doesn't
are-
surprise me because that the lefties are always out to blow all the money they can because then they can charge you more money as a taxpayer.
Yep.
So
Well,
And
it's
if-
not even just the left; it's just the bureaucracy of the government. Period has never been
Because
good
Elon
in
Musk,
accounting.
because Elon Musk recently said if we didn't cut the budget soon, we were going to go defunct.
Yeah, because we're
As a
paying
country.
almost 25% on our interest right now.
a debt, yep.
When it should be down to like single digits.
I see a Birdman.
Yeah,
Down there.
David's here.
I'm alive, just about.
He's quiet but
Well,
alive.
he's-
Don't know
He
why I'm
talks.
quiet.
What we got to do is, and
What's up,
see
David?
the other plan is if we get the 2 trillion cut, get the deficit cut in half,
Uh,
then 20% of that gets put back into the taxpayers. Anybody who pays taxes will get a $5,000 check, and it should not make any kind of inflation because it's not borrowed money. It's money it's actual revenue.
So,
That's one of their plans. It's in talks. It's nothing guaranteed, but
David, is there anything over there like what Elon Musk is doing with Doge?
no,
No,
that's strictly a U.S. thing.
What the hell's Doge?
I do
Uh,
have
the-
one thing to add to this Elon Musk shit. Elon Musk is the electric car king. He's Tesla. Although he's not in Europe anymore. He's fucked that
Well.
bridge. But anyway, he's the electric car king. And yet here's your government that's got Elon Musk working on these on side, saying we're going to scrap all these electric car schemes.
No.
No, no.
They're saying if you want an electric car, that's your personal choice, but we're no longer in the business of government subsidizing it. And
Mhm.
you would think that,
Wait, your
would
government
speak-
actually subsidise people to get an electric car?
yeah,
I second
Shit.
Don on that one.
So that
Over it.
that speaks
No, yeah.
volumes, honestly, because you would think he'd be working towards the opposite.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean,
They wanted to scrap internal combustion engine vehicles by 2030.
2035. 2035 in the UK.
Yeah, they're still doing that here. But
There,
Trump was cancelled that over there.
it-
well, it's not that. It's basically getting the government out of the business of deciding whether or not it happens or not. The government that's not the government's business to decide
It
winners or
should be
losers
the
in the
public
market.
to decide what they want to
but
drive.
is it just me or is the government's favorite year about 2030, 2035?
They always set targets for 10, 15 years. Always. They'll never
yeah.
set a target. If they come up with an idea, they'll never set a target of say, we want this done by next year. It's always 10, 15, 20 years.
the thing is like Tesla doesn't need to be pushed anymore. Like I'm seeing more and more Teslas every day on the road. So they got their market share. They're good.
Had.
They're not going anywhere. So he doesn't really need
Yeah, and
that.
Is that-
Tesla have now become an electricity supplier as well, haven't they?
Could be because they got
They-
large batteries for houses, which
Yeah,
when the
they
power
have.
goes out, they'll use that.
Because Alexis uses Tesla as her electric supplier, which means that at home she gets to charge her car for free.
Yeah, because they have the Tesla panels and all the battery banks and all that you can get.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're already established, so that it's not like he's trying to break into a market. He's already got a big chunk of the market.
Well,
as far
it's kind of like in my
Or-
mind, it's like if they mandated that everybody's going to ride motorcycles, not cars, ain't going to happen.
like if he was pushing for that mandate though of oh yeah we got to switch to electric, then I'd be like yeah that's fucked up
So,
because then that would make it look like he's trying to do it as his own benefit. He's
Are
actually working against himself in a way. He's saying, let the people decide what they want to drive.
Yep.
But like I said, his company's already established, so he doesn't really need to.
I'm not buying an electric car. No way.
I would 100%. If I could afford a Tesla, I'd buy one.
It-
The amount of local driving I do, fuck, dude, that would save me so
Oh.
much money.
I would only buy it if I knew it was going to be reliable.
And like I said, the two people I know that have Teslas have said that they are awesome for if you're just
They are
90% of your driving's
Okay,
local.
They,
Andrew,
they have a
got
lot
question
less
for you now.
a lot less moving parts to go wrong.
Right.
Yeah. And
But when
Andrew,
they
Yes,
do
they-
go wrong, a new set of batteries for a Tesla is like $30,000.
Well, look
Yeah,
how
tell
much
you
you
what,
only need that every
when
like
they do-
20 odd
yeah.
years.
when they do go wrong, they can go on wrong with a fucking big spark and bang.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, they can, but I'm saying
But-
to get a new F-150 and get a new motor put in it, that's not going to be
But-
cheap either.
No,
You'd be talking 15
most-
grand
No,
just for the
but
motor.
you also know you ever seen these companies that you buy a membership and they'll fix your car no matter what.
Oh yeah.
and
Teslas
also
Teslas and electric cars do not qualify.
a lot of
True.
petrol cars now and diesel cars, they're all got computers inside them rather than the old engines. Yeah, it's not mechanical anymore. A lot of it's electrical
But
it's
they're not
just
they're not as
using the fuel.
reliable.
to make the electric.
But
They're not any more. A gas engine ain't
No,
any
they're not.
more damn reliable, though. I'll tell you that.
No, but Andrew, serious question now. You just said you'll never buy an electric car, yeah,
yeah.
until they become reliable. What if your government said to you, Andrew, let us have your car for $10,000 and we will give you an extra $10,000 towards an electric car? Would you take it?
No.
Depending on how much my car was worth. if it
Because
was a
the-
piece of, if it was a
because-
beater that was worth
partly
$2,000, I'd be
because-
like, hell yeah.
Well, when
A,
you consider that
I
the
know,
cheapest Tesla's about 60,000, isn't it?
because A, I know what I got, and B, I know what it's worth.
All
and
right.
C,
Okay.
traded value is very good.
Okay.
Yeah, but
If
gas
they
cars.
said, right, so if they said, we'll give you current market value for your car plus $10,000 towards an electric car, would you go for it?
Well, the thing of it is, David, is that who's giving you the money?
Well, this is what I was going
Is
to
it-
point out. I
it
was
was
going to
just a-
ask if he
It's
said
the
yes.
taxpayers again, you know?
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Paul,
You've just cut all that subsidy. I'm just seeing if you would go for it with that subsidy.
No, because I don't
this-
want the government subsidizing anything like that.
no, I don't think I would.
No, he's just saying a hypothetical, though.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you've got to remember as well, sometimes government subsidies, yeah, can actually work good for your economy. So if you've got, you want to get electric cars out there, a subsidy, yeah, is a good way to push it and get it going. And people are spending money, and you're getting more in tax than you're spending out. However, but now it's already out there, and I think it's something like 40% of cars are now electric. So, yeah, he doesn't need the subsidy now.
Well, is that what you got? 40% of the cars are electric over there?
I think it's something like that.
Oh,
But
not
it's
here.
getting more and more.
So
It's definitely getting a higher percentage because, like, every day I'm seeing more and more Teslas. Like, especially the Cybertrucks. I've been seeing more and more of those every day.
well, there's not here because there's not much for any charging stations.
Well, we're getting charging stations everywhere. Even
Oh,
local
and-
It's
Tesco's
not
have
here.
got a line of them.
Well, and a lot of people are having them installed in their houses anyway.
Well, people are
Yeah.
having them installed in their offices, and so when they go to work, they just get to plug it in, or they're in the supermarket car parks. Plug it in while you're
But
thingy, or the petrol. A lot of the petrol stations are having them installed.
I do know certain places, depending on what they put in, it may not be the high quality charger that they put in.
No, but there's also a lot more and more posts on Facebook going, some knobheads just pulled up on my driveway and plugged their car into my electric and charged the car up and fucked off.
Okay, just so you know where we're at, it isn't as high as what you think it is just because you happen to be looking at them. Only 8.1% of vehicles in the U.S. are electric.
Now that I can believe that in the US, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of
guys have a-
vehicles.
Yeah, you got a lot of vehicles, a lot
Yeah,
of
and
your big SUVs, and people aren't giving them up for fucking nothing.
50% of them are golf carts in Florida.
And
Yeah, but
and the other thing too is the income of the people that own the Teslas is much higher than the average income.
Well, yeah,
if you-
but they'll
True.
get cheaper over time. I mean,
Yeah, but
gas
you-
cars ain't any cheaper these days.
Billy
either.
Kyle.
It ain't gonna go any faster because, like I said, your SUVs, your big American Humvees, right? They're big for a reason because you want your families in there, your egos and everything. Yeah. If you're putting the bigger batteries in there, you're losing
True.
space.
Uh,
Yeah.
Are they selling a lot of cyber trucks over there?
explain my
David?
gas guzzling little dune buggy out here. You can't have an ego and drive that.
Oh, you can.
But
There's
that's
plenty,
the thing,
there's
though.
plenty of space above your head.
But I'm saying if you look at like some of the cheapest electric cars to what some of the gas cars cost, not much different.
Not
No.
I mean,
anymore.
not
Usually-
anymore.
No, the electric cars are still dearer than the gas ones.
Lloyd, are there a lot of electric cars out near you?
No, mainly because Oklahoma used to be the oil capital of the world, so we're kind of
Yeah.
looked down on
You got an
can't even
oil
get
industry.
You can't even get ethanol over there. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
no. Yeah, no,
Everything's diesel.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and
like-
besides that, the average American drives more miles every year than the average other Europeans.
Well, obviously, because countries are
Yeah.
smaller, we're more.
That'd be
everything's
like
more
Justin
local.
driving from Florida to California to visit his family and drive back again. He'd
Yeah.
spend 2 weeks on the road getting charged up.
Yeah, but when we go out in a car, we get in the car and we go to the local supermarket and back. If you
What's up,
guys did
Jody?
the same journey, you're probably just about the end of your driveway. You've got a lot more space.
not really. My driveway is about long enough to fit my car in.
My local supermarket's only 300 yards away.
Well, the thing
Well,
is, too, is you can't really compare like the UK to the US
D-
because obviously public transportation is
Or
not
even
popular there.
France
Well,
or anything
Mark,
like
well, Mark
European.
could walk.
Well,
Mark has to bloody walk.
yeah.
It
Well,
would
so-
take longer
like-
to drive there than it would take to
Well,
walk.
like I said, over here, like I was telling David and Laura and them one day, I was like, over here, it's not uncommon to see two people living in a house and have 4 cars between 2 of them. Like it's not that uncommon.
It's
I've
actually
got three. I've
it's
got
actually
3
getting a bit
parked
that
out in
way
front of
over
mine
here as
right
well.
now.
Well, that's
Right,
it.
I'm
you're
by
by
When
yourself.
I lived at home, we had
Yep.
Oh,
4 cars.
The neighbor that lives behind me, he's got 3 cars. Well, he's
I do-
got 2 plus the wife's.
Well, look at like
This-
even Donald's household. He's got 2, him and his wife, and they got technically 3 vehicles.
Well, he's got other family members living there too with vehicles.
No,
Well,
but I'm
he-
saying just between him and his wife, he has his truck, and his wife has
Well,
what?
Just
a
on the
car,
other side of the main
SUV,
road there,
and then
there's
you
a
have your buggy
house.
technically.
Yeah, just
And-
with me and the wife, we have 3 vehicles.
Yeah, well, there's
I
a
have
house across
3.
the way. It's a bungalow,
But
so
the
it's only
buggy doesn't
small.
really count as a vehicle. It's more of a recreation thing.
It's bungalow. He's probably got about 2 or 3 bedrooms, and they've got 7 cars on the drive, and a lot of them are big American vehicles. And that's because he is a fucking American.
Do they have 4 kids?
Actually, I've got an American lives across the road from me, and he
Yeah.
hasn't even got a car.
David, does
He's
he have
from-
4 kids?
No,
He's from
no
bloody
kids.
Texas.
No?
No.
Okay.
No kids.
That's
He's
'cause
just
you can't-
Wow.
he's just a car enthusiast. He's got an old what do they call it? You know the old like police cars, and you see in the films, the sheriff cars.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
got one
yeah.
of them.
The cruisers.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got one
I
of
was-
them, but it hasn't got the lights on it.
I was actually watching a thing, and apparently over in Europe, it is popular because they saw a U.S. it was a sheriff's car from the US. It was all decked out and it looked just like the sheriff's car from, what was it, Jacksonville, Florida or somewhere. And it had all the decals, had the lights, everything on it. And apparently
Yeah.
it's totally legal to drive, and it's become a craze over there.
The only thing you
people-
can't have is the blue lights.
Well, they have them on there, but they can't use them. They have them as
No,
part
you
of the
can't have them on
decor.
there either.
No, you can't have them on.
Oh,
Well,
Can't have them on the vehicle at all.
let me see if I
You
can find that
you can
video.
swap them over to green in the UK. You can swap them
No.
green, orange, red,
No,
but you can't have blue.
you can have yellow, orange, but you can't have green because that's the emergency doctor.
No, green is actually
No, it's the
hold on.
emergency doctor.
Green over here is utilities.
My mate
yeah, that's what I was
used to
going to
work
say.
for
There's
it.
a lot of utilities using
Utilities, no,
Well,
utilities is
trucks.
orange.
green
No.
spray paint on the road usually means gas.
Hold on.
We don't
Let's see.
have. Our gas board are yellow. They have yellow pipes.
Jody said hi to you, Lloyd.
Yeah, I
Water-
thought I said hi to him in the chat. So
Water board have blue pipes. Cable TV
I was catching
got
up on the
green
chat.
pipes.
Paul, I just went ahead and ordered the dog food because I can have it delivered every 3 weeks, which is about how often I need it.
Yep.
And it cost me $11 less than if I go get it myself.
Go get it yourself and all the hassle. Yep.
Yeah, none of the hassle.
Okay,
Comes
here we
right to
go.
your door.
Right,
Yep.
back to
Why-
dogs.
why-
Paul,
This was
I
this-
apologise for your loss, and I'm loving the new Jack. He's
Yeah.
doggy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it would be legal over there because it doesn't look like a police car over there.
Look, yeah, but watch,
Sacramento
Yeah.
watch this.
Patrol car end up in Europe. Tonight, we're getting answers. Thanks for staying with us at 11. I'm Marley Carroll online.
But this
Your
was over
reporter
in
covering
Poland.
Sacramento
Oh,
County
Poland. Okay.
getting answers.
Yeah, it's
straight
different.
Concern and a lot of questions, Marley.
But you can see they actually have the
that-
blue and red light bar up there.
And one of the lads I
white,
know
isn't it?
has actually got a New York yellow taxi cab.
But
That orange plate, that's the old New York plates.
No, that
No.
was a Sacramento. No, they have their actual plates up from their country.
No, that was
Yeah.
the Polish plate.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a Polish
and
plate.
Because
Just
New-
had-
Also, Justin, Polish rules are different to ours.
Because New York State used to have orange school bus yellow plates with blue
Well,
letters
I'll-
on it.
Well, I wasn't
That's-
talking
They
about
may
the
have,
UK.
but-
I was talking about
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
EU countries.
But that's
We have-
another thing that started coming over here. A lot of the local bus companies are buying up American school buses and using them for the school runs.
Well,
started
here in
seeing a lot-
America,
a lot more of
a lot of
them.
people have been buying up the little Japanese trucks and stuff.
Oh, the little-
Japanese trucks. Yep.
Oh, 'cause they're-
Manchester have now decided that all of their buses, not school buses, all their buses have to be yellow.
Yeah, because he's taken over the
Yeah, the B
running
line.
of them. Yeah.
No, but I was talking mainly that craze has hit like some of the European countries, not the UK, but in the
Yeah.
EU. Some of the
But-
where they're actually like decking them out to look exactly like an American police car, and
Well,
they're
yeah, but-
allowed to drive them on the road. So I thought that
Yeah,
was
but
great.
we've got the
Pretty much all of
Would-
Europe uses blue lights for police
So-
and emergency services.
yeah, but that car you showed, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the old, like the Smoking the Bandit sheriff car,
Yep.
Yeah.
one of them.
I want to say 80s.
Like
Yeah.
the Blues Brothers. Yeah.
No, that would have been Smoking the Bandit. Would have been this 60s or 70s vehicle.
That-
Well,
70s.
81 weren't it?
Thank you, Paul.
That would probably have been a Dodge or an Oldsmobile or something like that, wouldn't it?
I don't know. He's at the front of his drive, and all the cars are wrapped around it.
that
Pretty sure that would have been 70s.
yeah, that would have probably been the
Hey Google,
77,
when was
Charger?
Smoking the Bandit released?
79?
yeah. Look it up.
26th of August, 1977.
Yeah, I was gonna
Cherry
say
Joe,
that. I was
yeah.
pretty sure those cars are from the 70s.
God, that film's actually slightly younger than me.
See, I guess 77, then I was like 79? I knew it
Don,
wasn't 78.
you
And I was trying to remember, I was trying to compare it to Star
you
Wars
were
when it came out.
you were so close, Don.
I lived
was
through a lot of it.
60.
It's easy to get
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
And I was trying to,
I will.
I was trying to figure out, was that before I saw Star Wars or after I saw Star Wars?
I was 6 months old when that came out.
Jeez.
I saw Smoking the Bandit at the drive-in, at the Eastgate drive-in,
You're younger than all my
and when we
kids.
pulled in
Boy
a
was like, I was in my 40s.
1979.
when
I
my
was
family
20.
pulled in and
I was
parked
20.
there,
Lloyd was
There
wearing his
was a,
platforms and flares back then.
there was a county patrol car had pulled in, and halfway through the movie, they left, and I'm pretty sure they got a call and had to leave. But it seemed a lot funnier that they would have gone there in the patrol car, thinking it's a cop movie, and then get pissed off halfway through and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't Canned Heron have a cop car?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. He's got it decked out.
I
Yeah,
know he's gotten
except
pulled
it
over
says-
quite a few times.
It says drone police on it.
It says drone police, but he gets pulled over quite a bit, usually because the cops just want to see it. You know.
yeah. I'm guessing, did they get rid of the did the radio station get rid of the fire truck?
I
don't know.
don't know. Yeah, because he got that when
I don't know that was the radio station. It was just one of the blokes he knows, wasn't it?
no
No.
the fire
used
no
to-
the radio station when he worked at the barn
Mm.
is the one who bought it. But that guy when he no, or is
No,
it the
it
one
was
he's at
after
now?
it was after the barn. It was one he's at now.
Okay, well
Because they used to take it to Minefield.
yeah, and I haven't
I-
seen it there.
I was pretty sure that was the radio station about that. That wasn't Ken
Yeah.
about that. That was the radio
Yeah,
station,
no, it was
right?
the
No, it
radio
wasn't
station bought
Ken's.
it.
No.
Because I know, I remember the video of Ken driving in the snow in his two-seater convertible. Driving through the snow, trying to get back home to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when that was because he hasn't got a two-seater convertible. He's got a Mazda RX-8.
Yeah, it's a
You guys were talking
two-seater.
about Smoking the Bandit. It just popped
But it's
in my
not a
head.
No, the
convertible.
RX-8 is a
It just popped
four-seater.
in my head. What did he
And
say?
it's a
Some
coupe.
famous line was, "I'm gonna smack your mama right in the head."
Yeah. No,
Son, when I get
What-
home,
uh-huh.
I'm gonna punch your mama
right in the mouth.
mouth. I can't believe you came from the fruit of my loins.
That's it.
Yeah, I say that about my kids sometimes too. You know, it's like, yeah,
Junior, stay in the car.
Put the door in the car.
There's a million quotable lines in that movie. I mean, get me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. Make it
God, you-
fast. I'm in hot pursuit.
the sad thing is that the guy that played his son, he had been one of the Tarzans. You know, he'd played Tarzan, and then he ends up getting a role as a
And the
Rufus-
dummy son.
as the dumbest guy in the nation. Yeah,
Okay, Daddy.
And Tarzan was written by
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
same
Oh,
guy.
while we're talking about movies,
Same
can I
guy
just
that
say-
wrote John Carter.
Yep.
now
Actually,
you
it was
Americans have
Princess of
taken
Mars.
over the care of James Bond. Don't
Well, it
ruin
was the
it.
Mars Chronicles.
Have taken over what?
James, Amazon MGM have taken over the franchise of James Bond.
James
Well-
Bond.
Okay.
Well, because Amazon acquired the rights when they bought MGM.
Yes.
They keep,
But-
they keep on advertising this
But
blooming James Bond 25 for
But they-
2025.
but
And they
they
keep
could-
calling it Quantum of Solace, which was the last one that they did.
Yeah,
but
that's the
they-
last one he did.
they couldn't agree
actually,
on who will
two
become the new Bond.
Oh, Summertime to Die was the last one they did 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I
it was
hope
not
Jim-
Solace.
I hope the new James Bond. I hope they make him Jim Carrey.
But
That
there
would be
is no
interesting.
plans. There's no plans at the
Uh,
moment for a new James Bond.
Jim?
No,
There is
there
a-
probably will. If we do get a new James Bond, it'll probably be the last James Bond.
Because you'll ruin it.
It
With
was
Jim
supposed to be Craig.
No.
It's supposed to be
Darren,
Craig somebody or other.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. He's just
Daniel
resigned.
Craig.
He's left now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it anymore. He came back for
But
it.
I think,
can't-
but there's a rumor that he found somebody that he wants to become the next Bond.
There is no plans for a new
Rowan
film.
Atkinson. It's got to
Yeah.
be Rowan Atkinson.
Johnny English.
Johnny
Yeah.
English, yeah.
I would actually love to see a Johnny English James Bond spin-off. You know, whether you
Or
both
crossover,
like-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be about
No,
like
the
what-
reason we'll probably not see another James Bond, like a set James Bond, is that in 2035 James Bond enters the public domain in most of the world.
Oh,
In
There might be
2035.
one-
Does, yeah.
And if you figure
The
that
books.
each James Bond is usually good for about 3 movies, put 2 years between each of those movies,
Yeah.
and another 4 years between castings, that means that it'll be approaching public domain time when it'd be time to replace the next James Bond. So we probably have
Yeah.
one more James Bond in us.
Yeah.
because there was a rumor for a while that they wanted a woman to be James Bond.
They can
Well,
pack
they
that
did
in.
have a double
Well,
O.
in the last one, they had a woman
Yeah, there was a woman
that
double O.
took over 007.
So what?
Not
what,
actually
what,
James
what was
Bond, but took over
Did-
007.
it? Was it Janine Bond?
No,
This is a
didn't.
black girl.
no, it's a black gal. Didn't even use the name James or Jane or anything. She
No,
just was the number 007. It's the first
Yeah.
time a James Bond hasn't
because
been,
James Bond retired for a while.
or first time a 007's not been James Bond.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was
So
They were
7
So-
is just a designation of the 7th agent. 00
so
stands
Was
for
licensed
the
to
2
kill.
kills that you're required to have before you become a
So,
Well,
secret
uh,
agent.
John, you would know this. Was that really his name on screen, James Bond, or was that just his?
That was the name. That was the name that Ian Fleming gave him in the book.
In the novel. Yes.
he got he
That's his name, but that is also an excellent theory that people go around that says we're not getting different actors playing the same character. We're getting different people who take over the character of James Bond in that universe, that you inherit the name of James Bond when you become that agent.
Yeah.
on Lockwood.
Hey,
We're talking
Ron.
about
So they all
James Bond.
exist in the same universe. And that's a fun theory.
Yeah.
What if Ron Lockwood became James Bond?
I don't think he.
Oh, Ron's here? I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's more chance of him coming Doctor Doolittle.
Doctor Who.
Talks to the talks to the animals.
And
Let
then
me,
kills him.
let me guess, venison burger for dinner.
I'm having pizza tonight.
I had half-pound Angus burger.
Ooh.
Well, I had 2 of them actually, but
That actually sounds good.
How you doing, Ron?
bloody big.
A little tired today.
Lloyd's tired too.
You
Yeah, I
tired
gotta-
from
6-inch diameter, half-inch thick burger.
go ahead, Lloyd.
I just saying I got up at 4:30. I woke up at 4:30 this morning because I went to sleep early last night, and it's like, so I got up. I took about after I did Paul's show this morning. I think I took about a 45-minute nap, and I've been up ever since. So I'm going to be going to sleep early again tonight, but I better sleep all the way through.
Just
Oh, I-
don't go to bed too early.
Do you take any sleep aids?
I take a handful of drugs, but yeah, but I also take melatonin.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have
No.
different pain
Now, when he
meds
says a
that I take
handful of
too.
drugs, he means a
Handful
handful
of
of
drugs.
prescription drugs.
Cocaine, methamphetamine,
They're about a
It's
handful.
Oklahoma.
except they keep you awake.
Yeah, no, I don't do I don't do speed or anything. I just do the downers.
Yeah, he just
So
he turns the camera off and then he's like,
Yep.
"Yeah,
You-
let's go."
you
Starts
tired-
jigging around the kitchen.
you're
You
tired
do
from
downers before bed? Do you have Ron call you every night before bed?
Oh,
you tired from shoveling there, Ron?
Never ends, buddy.
You know what? I have
Sounds
just Talking about movies, I have just seen the scene from Hot Shots on Ron's wall. Donald's head with anklers sticking out of it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to take pictures when our family was young. I told my wife I wanted to have a family portrait done of all of us smiling all nice and happy and hang that on the living room wall. And then on the exact opposite wall, have the same picture, but all of us with our backs turned.
Yeah. Now that should have been on the room, on
Yeah.
the other side of the wall that was on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what he
he's
meant.
on
Yeah.
about. So
Not
in
on
the
the
other
other
room.
side of the room, but in
So
in the next,
so you go through the
next
house,
room.
you go to the back side of that wall. There's
yeah.
another picture of the back of us. And
Yeah,
I
so
always
you
thought that'd be hilarious to do, and my wife she didn't think it would be funny enough to do.
Wasn't appropriate, huh?
She
Mm.
just thought it'd be a lot of work
It-
for a joke that only we would probably get.
So-
Well, they did that in a movie. I'm trying to think which
Yeah, I'm
movie it
pretty
was.
sure it was probably somewhat
Yeah.
like the Adams family.
It sounds like at hunting lodges, the way on one side they put
The head
The-
on the,
the
back.
head
Yeah, the head,
of the
and then they got
buck,
the rest of the animal
and
behind
on
it.
the opposite side they put the butt.
There you
They
go,
did-
Ron. The
they
next
did
year,
do
you'll
that in the
have
film.
the backside done as well as the front side, and then you can put them both on.
Hey,
Yeah, but
Lloyd,
we never
guess
get to
what?
see the other room in Ron's. I bet that's where the butts are. All on the
Lloyd,
wall.
you know what?
Yeah,
You know
I don't
what?
know.
You know what second series is coming out this year, don't you?
What's that?
Wednesday.
Oh, they finally bringing another one back out.
I
Yeah.
thought has it not come out yet? 'Cause I'm sure it said February.
No, it's
Fine.
not out yet.
I'll be right back.
The trailer's out on Netflix. But
Hey,
that's
Lloyd.
all.
Mark,
Yeah,
but it's Thursday.
I don't care. Wednesday was way fitter than Thursday.
Get it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was treated with the contempt that it deserved.
Yeah. Don't worry, Andrew. We're going to save that joke and we're going to put it in a Christmas cracker.
Hey, Justin, are you still with us?
Yeah, why?
Okay, just wanted you read awful quiet.
I'm not
You going live
Thursday.
tonight, Justin?
I'm
No,
not
no,
Thursday. I've just had a couple
I
of
gotta
tea.
work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's only Thursday, isn't it? Duh.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
He's got a Friday 2 runs.
So
It's only Dominic that's got Friday.
so are the kids being good to you, or are they throwing stuff at you, Justin?
Hell no.
Well, Justin, here's my question. What time do you start on your run in the morning, and what time do you get back? And then what time do you start in the afternoon, and what time do you get back?
I start at 4:40, get back at 8:30 in the morning. Then I go from 1 to 5:30.
Right, at 4:40, how many kids are you picking up?
No,
See?
that's when he's driving to the bus.
No, that's when we're driving to our first stop. So we get there about 5:15. It's
Yeah.
about a 20-minute drive to the first stop.
And you're picking up kids at 5:15 in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, they start at
School?
8, don't they?
No.
No.
Our school starts at 6:30.
6:30. Good God.
What?
Jesus.
Really?
The freaking kids
wait,
over here been
wait,
having a heart
Ju-
attack.
Wait, the
We
school,
don't start till 9.
Justin, you said the school starts at 6:30 or pickup
Yeah.
starts at 6:30?
No, school starts at 6:30.
Shit.
No.
Except for some of the kids actually get picked up. There's some kids that get picked up at 4 in the morning because now with the school
Double
choice
bus.
program, they can decide to go to a school that's like
Which
45
school they want to
minutes
go
away.
to, yeah.
And some kids will choose schools that are 45 minutes away.
School of
So
choice.
they'll have to transfer 2 or 3 buses when they get to school.
It used to take me an hour to get to school anyway.
Mine,
But that's-
my school used to start at 7:45.
I had 2 buses to get, but they were public service buses.
Yeah, but it's like 45 minutes away if you drove straight there in a car. But when you're transferring 2 or 3 buses, you're talking about 2 hours on the bus.
Yeah. Well, my school started at 8:40 in the morning, and I didn't have to leave the door until 8:39 in the morning.
And so they do the same thing on the return trip too, is 2 or 3 hours on the buses, right?
Yep. There's
No,
a lot of kids, like we
how
get a
do they have
transfer,
time to do their own work?
we get a transfer
On the bus.
Yeah, on the
at
bus. Yeah.
1:45. They get
the
out
morning.
at 1:45 in the evening, and a lot of them don't get home till about 4:35. But that's their
Well,
choice.
Yeah,
So they chose
that's a
to pick that
long
school.
day.
Well, we
Because
went
there are
from
some
about
programs that where like gifted kids get to go to certain schools. And so they choose to do that. The kids know what they're signing up for. It's not like they're forced to do it.
because
Some of these kids are that motivated. I got a whole group of kids that get transferred that go all the way from Haines City out to Winter Haven. And they're on the bus for 2 or 3 hours each way every day. But they're all gifted students and they made that choice to go to that school and they take it very serious. These kids take their schooling super serious.
Either that or they don't like their families.
No, they sit on the buses and do all their
Oh.
homework.
Paul's got a point.
There's 2 girls on, like 2 of the girls on my bus. They will sit there and they will do nothing but homework the entire time they're on the bus. They won't say anything to anybody.
Yeah, you were right, David.
They don't talk.
Yeah.
Like one girl freaked out because she missed the one day. And that's because she can only miss so many days with the program she's in. And she freaked out because she missed one day and she still had like up to 11 days she could miss.
What
Because
happens
she
if they
missed-
miss the bus?
The parents have to take you.
What if the bus screws up the pickup location?
It depends.
I don't think
It
that
doesn't happen
I
very
can't see
often
that-
because
it's a set route, isn't it?
yeah, most of the bus drivers
You-
don't change
uh,
routes. They're on the same route. for
And the
years.
bus drivers know
David,
who they're
usually.
picking up, right?
Yeah.
David, usually, because sub drivers usually mess up the
That
drop off
doesn't-
location.
No,
Yeah,
see,
when
that
you're
doesn't.
driving along a road and you see a group of kids standing by the curb, you know that's where you're supposed to stop.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Pick them
really
all up
happen.
and it's the wrong school.
Yeah.
It doesn't really happen too much these days because the tablets, they have tablets on all the buses that track and monitor every student that gets off and on the bus. And it'll tell you if they're not supposed to be on your bus.
Oh, so they have a little lanyard and a little thing that detects who's on the bus.
They scan their IDs when they get in off
Oh,
and on
nice.
the bus. But
Do you make them pee in a cup when they get on too, or what?
So your
Yeah.
school kids have got remote
So-
ID.
Do they do any of this up there, Ron?
shit, the parents can track them like fucking Amazon packages. When they're on the bus and they get literally, it's just like Amazon. They'll get 9
Oh,
stops from their stop.
They could be anywhere then. You ask David.
I'm curious, Ron. Do they do any of this stuff up there?
Uh,
They're like Amazon packages. They're getting
no, they
hidden in bins.
certainly don't send kids to school
Yeah.
that early. Yeah.
Well, every district's different around the country, right? Like there's no
Yeah.
set.
Well, Florida's a little more high tech, so they track all the students like they're a package for delivery.
They but a lot of areas here only have 4-day school weeks because they have 10-hour days instead of 8-hour days.
So Ron would have liked the 4-day week.
Yeah. You have a 3-day
Well,
weekend.
The thing is, too, is like
Ron only does a
Florida.
2-day week. What you on about?
Florida's invested a lot of money in their schools over the past like 5-7 years.
Well, Mark, I can safely say we're not going to be getting any of that sort of technology over here because the parents will be using it to change the locks before the kids get home.
Yeah.
But they
Well-
but they couldn't have gotten the guy out there quick enough to do it.
But it's exactly like Amazon.
Get a
though.
locksmith in 3 minutes here.
When they get 9 stops out from their stop, the parents can go on to the parent portal and actually track their student and see that they actually.
So
scanned
how
off
many?
the bus.
Yeah, it probably tells them how many stops they are away before your kids get to his
Yeah,
stop.
it does it 9 stops before they get to their stop.
Yeah.
Just like
And it-
Amazon.
and it-
Amazon does
yeah.
the same exact thing.
Yeah,
God.
it's like so it's like Amazon. Your kid is
So-
9 stops away, and then it suddenly comes up and says your kid is the
Your
next
kid is
delivery,
13
and it gets
stops
delivered
away.
to the yeah. No, it comes up. It goes, your kid's the next delivery. Yeah, and it
David's
gets delivered to the
gonna-
wrong door.
David, that's a perfect summary.
That's what happens
But
over here with
no.
Amazon.
It's very monitored though. Like the kids, We know which kids are on the bus, which ones have scanned in and off. Like they can manually check in. Like, so obviously we know what you deal with the same students every day. You know that they're ride your bus. So their name will come up on a list. So if they happen to not have their ID, they can press their name on the tablet and it will check them in and out. Because some kids do forget their IDs. It happens every day. So
Yeah.
but you know your students'
kids.
faces and who they are and their names and all that. So.
Well, if one of your students that you know should be at that stop isn't, do you have any way of getting in touch with them to find out where they are?
Nope, not our responsibility. We sit there for 30 seconds.
It's-
If they're not
Well,
there, we
most
drive
of all the
out.
kids are carrying a cell phone,
Mark?
aren't they?
Mark, not our concern.
No, what we do is we pull up to a stop. We wait about 30 seconds. If they don't show up, we just drive off to the next one.
It
'Cause
reminds me of that video sketch I saw once on
An
YouTube.
Amber Alert.
No,
Cer-
there was a
sometimes
video sketch, and the bus pulls up at the side of the road. Yeah, where the kids were. And the sign, the stop sign, it flings out and smacks the kid in the head. So the driver just looks out and goes, "Nope, no one here," drives on.
Hey,
Yes.
Justin, how many? Do all the kids carry a cell phone?
Well, most of them do, but most of them
But-
don't have service on their phones either.
Mark, that's because they go over to here.
You'd be surprised how many kids don't have service to kids that actually do have service.
Who's the big provider? Is it Verizon or
I don't, all the major companies down here. Whoever you
because
sign up
usually it's Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile that's usually owns most of the towers.
with. T-Mobile's a big one down here, and that's because they bought out Metro PCS, which was a huge company in Florida.
Yeah, so mostly they're using the phones for the wireless. For
Yeah.
what?
But
For-
most
Not
of
on the
kids
bus
will-
though, because the bus
Games
has
and apps.
wireless, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kids will just hook their phones and tablets up to the bus.
Yeah, and Justin sat at the front going, "Will you fucking have that website? I'm trying to fucking play Fortnite."
I don't connect to bus Wi-Fi because once you get about 10, 15 kids on there, that fucking Wi-Fi is garbage.
Oh, I can imagine.
It drops
Just
way
it
down.
goes boom.
And you got to remember, it's Wi-Fi. It's just a big ass hotspot that
Yeah.
relies on a cell network, just like your phone. So if you're in a shitty area, it's not going to get a good signal either.
Yeah.
Or what do they do if you're in an area where there's absolutely zero signal whatsoever? Zero.
That's when Justin has to tell
Don't
the kids to
have
shut up.
Just don't have internet. Ain't nothing we do about it. Just goes out.
Because
It's not required we have it. It's a courtesy to the students.
I think you said you lived in North Carolina for a bit, right?
Yeah, years ago.
Because there's Rutherford County, which has got no signal whatsoever.
Where's that one place at? It's it's that fucking dead zone because the government's got those satellites there. There's like no Wi-Fi or anything allowed for like 100 square
In
miles or
Nevada.
some shit.
UK.
Area 51.
No, it's in the Midwest somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Or
the UK.
Wyoming.
Wyoming, yep.
Yeah, it's a big ass satellite that they use for deep space, something with
Ooh.
deep space shit. And
So,
so they
you
don't allow
mean-
any Wi-Fi signals. You can't have nothing within it.
I guess what you mean is a dish, not a satellite.
I think he means it's out
Yeah,
west.
it's that big ass dish. It's like,
Satellite dish.
yeah, it's a dish.
Yeah.
I mean, what I meant
Yeah.
to say.
I think Ron might know something about that. He's lived out
I think,
west.
I think it is in Nevada.
Is it? Because it's up in the. I know it's in the. I think it's in like a mountainous area. Not sure. I can't remember where it's at though. Thought it was in the Midwest. But I
Well,
could be wrong.
Nevada has mountains, don't they?
Oh yeah.
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 It was in James Bond. It was tucked
Hold
inside
on.
that volcano.
Let me look it up. Now I'm curious.
So,
Are you talking?
go ahead, Don.
I can't remember which film it was
Yeah.
now.
Don, go ahead.
No,
Well, you're talking about the movie where they
They had a big
they have the great big dish and
in a volcano.
and the aliens come and
No,
no.
it was a James
You're
Bond
thinking
film.
Close Encounters, and that was the Devil's Tower.
Devil's
Devil's
Tower.
Tower. Yeah.
So, Ron, what are you
No,
going to do
the
with
James
your?
Bond film was the one where they were capturing satellites with that rocket that's nose opened and closed on them.
What are you gonna do with your time off there, Ron?
Was it Moonraker?
Well, I thought it was a good idea at the time, but the girls in the ER talked a few of us into going skiing tomorrow.
Ooh.
Going skiing's always a good idea.
So how deep are the slopes?
I don't know. I don't think this one's too bad. It's up in the Bighorn Mountains, about an hour and a half west of here.
Serious question now, Ron.
I thought it
Your
was a good
colleagues
idea
that
at the
are
time.
working,
What's that?
your colleagues that are working, how much trust do you have in them? Because they may be coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
Point.
Believe it or not, in my line of work, that's always your big fear. Like, oh shit, my coworkers are coming to pick me up.
Yeah.
What are they going to do to me?
Yeah. What did you say to me yesterday on the way out?
What if they come to pick you up and you realize later, oh, they're gonna prank me?
And they're going to leave you there.
Yeah, turn
yeah.
up. Sorry, can't do this. We don't do friends and family.
Okay, so the area is called the Green Banks. It's in West Virginia. It's called the Radio Quiet Zone,
Oh,
which restricts frequencies to
Yes.
protect sensitive equipment.
That's not the
And
Midwest.
you can't even use fucking microwaves there.
yes. It apparently this place has been there for like 50 years or something.
Yeah, it's a little town called
Yeah. No
Green
cell phones,
Eureka.
no radios.
It just
It's the
sounds
Green
like
Bank
the UK.
Observatory.
It sounds like the UK because every network over here has a 99% coverage, but it seems to be everywhere you go is that 0.1%.
But they can't have cell phones or anything. The only thing they can do is they can connect to certain areas through the internet, but it has to be through a wired connection.
So
They
it's not,
can't
it's
even
not
use-
a very populated area, is it?
It's a small town. But
Maybe
the thing is you can't even use a fucking microwave in your house if you live in that town.
I was going to say,
Like,
it
it's
sounds
that
like
sensitive.
Eureka, except for the fact that they've got way too much technology in that.
But it's one of those big dishes that's like,
Oh, they're
That's-
listening for deep space, right?
well, it's one of those ones that's like, what's that big dish that collapsed recently? Remember that big ass one that it was all cables and shit?
The one in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like built
Mhm.
like that one. It's a huge
Oh.
ass one.
Yeah.
It's where SETI was situated. It's the one in the movie Contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one like that and then a bunch of smaller dishes. Well, they're not small, but they're fucking massive.
What is the
but-
name of that dish?
You've been there, Don?
It's not,
No.
it's not the Hubble, is it?
No,
That's
Hubble
somewhere
satellite
else. Yeah.
telescope.
I'll tell you what, if I lived there though, I'd hook into that dish and see if I can get some European football going.
But it's so sensitive. They said that they can detect you using a microwave in your house. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, somebody knocking on your door. I know you want that carbonara, but you got to turn the microwave off.
Like, fuck you, dude. I'm just trying to make my hot pocket here.
Microwave.
trying-
They're on
No
about,
more microwave burritos for you.
They're on about
I'm
10,
I'm trying
about
to
10 gigs. They've got a line of sight range.
I'm trying to warm up my spaghetti.
Well, this could go full range. We can go full circle on this now because this will be an area you won't be able to use the electric car because that's constantly talking to satellites.
Well, tonight at 8:00 is the Canadian and the American hockey game for the championship.
Ooh.
And that's the one where just the other day it was on the news where they
Oh,
dropped
where
the puck and
the
everybody
puck-
dropped their gloves and beat the shit out of each other.
Lloyd, did you watch it?
I heard about it though.
Did
Yeah.
you see clips from it?
So they're
I,
replaying
yeah, I
it.
saw. Yeah, I saw some of the clips from it. Yeah.
What'd
They're
you think?
replaying it then.
What'd
Yeah,
you
it
think,
was-
Lloyd?
They played another game, and so the U.S. won, and so the U.S. was in the finals, but Canada must have made it into the finals too. So now it's a repeat of that game
Ah,
Again.
for the championship.
yeah.
So So they're going to come out and go, "Fuck the game. Let's continue our fight."
Well,
Yeah.
isn't that the way it
Where
is?
were, where
A
were we?
hockey game broke out in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
Okay,
getting
Justin.
Good night, Justin.
He just
Yeah. Getting
All right,
sent off
Justin.
for playing
Yeah, that
hockey.
that
Hi,
hockey
Justin.
game's on at 8
Come back when you
o'clock.
don't have to stay so long, Justin.
That hockey game's on at 8 o'clock. Anybody's interested and want to watch.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
about
because
an hour's time, isn't
they're
it?
playing it at the Boston Gardens.
That's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I can get that.
I'll
It'll
be
be
asleep
on-
by then.
It'll be on the NHL. What's it? Channel.
I don't know.
Well, I can get the
I-
Australian. I can get the channel that Dominic watches the
So,
Australian football on.
Ron, are you going to watch the American Canadian hockey game tonight?
No, I'm going to be in bed pretty soon.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
So,
We a busy
so-
shift.
so what'd you think of the fight from the other game?
Oh, I guess I missed it.
Paul said they
Yeah, the
kind of-
U.S. and Canada played in a semifinal game,
Mhm.
and they ended up in the finals. The U.S. beat Canada.
Tell-
But 9 seconds when they dropped the puck the first time, they all broke into fights.
boom, boom.
Well, it's hockey.
Well, and as far as being tired, Lloyd got up this morning at 4:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to bed this morning at 4:30.
Well, I fell asleep early last night, which probably was a mistake.
Uh,
And
Well,
I did-
Bill Coast to Coast didn't finish until 3 o'clock here.
Oh, really?
yeah, it was right after his show that I went to sleep.
Got about 2 hours sleep at work last day, but I got up at 4:30 yesterday morning.
See, that's what had happened the night before, is because I didn't get but a couple hours sleep, and so I was so tired last night. You cannot catch up on your sleep.
No.
You know, just no way. You lose a night's sleep, you lose a night's sleep, and that's what happens. So
Yeah, because if you try catching up, all you do is you oversleep, and oversleeping just makes you more tired.
yep.
it's
Oh,
called you
that's what I
catnap,
feel
catnap,
about all that.
catnap. It's like, oh, I should actually sleep.
Well, you get to a certain age, and you tend to have to get up a lot at night too.
Yep. You got to take the run down the hall.
I don't have
Yep.
that problem.
You know, just put a bucket at the side of the bed.
I mean, I went to bed at really about 3:30, I suppose, this morning, and I didn't get up until 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Which means you were exhausted.
No,
No,
it's just his normal sleep pattern.
that's
That's
my
his normal
normal
sleep.
sleep pattern. I actually probably woke up at about 10ish.
Yeah,
When the
with
dog-
Mark, Mark wakes
When-
up and sees the sun. He goes, "Nah, it's not come up yet." What hasn't? The moon.
David, it's almost to midnight there, isn't it?
Come on, the
Yeah,
sun
5 to
never
midnight.
comes. The sun hardly ever comes up. I'd never get out of bed if I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
always
but the
said that
sun
if-
always shines on TV.
I always said if God wanted me to see a sunrise, He would have made it at noon.
Yeah.
You know Yeah, but you know all the big snowstorm you guys got.
Yep.
Well, that weather pattern's about to hit us, but
Oh,
it ain't.
Well,
But it ain't coming as snow.
I believe that
It's-
when I see it.
having
No,
us
it's-
rain, huh?
Yeah, it's picked up a lot of moisture and a lot of warmth coming across, and it's going to whip up into lots
It-
of strong winds and rain.
Well, the
it-
little sods promised us 13 degrees today, and then it says 13 degrees feels like 5.
Yeah, if it feels like 5, it is fucking 5.
Yeah.
But no, it has actually been quite warm down here.
Didn't we
think we
have
got
that
up to
discussion
14.
this morning?
Yeah,
Yep.
we did. It's going to be
well,
about 11 degrees for the rest of the week, it says. Well,
Well,
till
we-
next week.
We're up to 16 tomorrow, and then it drops back down to 12.
Yeah.
So
Mark,
tomorrow-
you're around
Well-
55 degrees, right?
Uh.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
11 centigrade.
We warmed up to 19
So-
today.
Yeah, so
About
it's 44.
48, 50-ish, something like that.
Hey Google, what's 11 degrees in Fahrenheit?
About 50.
51.8.
Yeah.
We warmed up to the 20s today. We
Oh,
came
so-
from
right.
21, 26 below the other night.
That's pretty cold.
Like- Wednesday, our low temperature is going to be back down around 0-ish.
Oh,
Not
that's
down
cold.
here.
It was when I got up this morning, it was 2 degrees.
Was it windy?
Huh?
Was it
Yeah.
windy?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
If the wind chill factor was like -8.
But you're talking 2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's 2 degrees
But
Fahrenheit. Yeah.
But David,
That's
if you
cold.
want to see a lot of snow, look at pictures of Camden, New York.
Minus
fine.
15, something like that.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you in a
put it-
minute.
Let me put it this way. You
It's
look at
currently
your
-7,
house.
so yeah.
and look at 3/4 of the way up your house. That's
Minus
how much
15.
snow there is.
Andrew, there is a possibility that they're saying that these hives that I'm getting that are absolutely burning is down to the cold weather and my immune system can't cope. Yeah, I don't want to see snow, no freaking nothing, because I don't want no more hives.
Okay.
So freaking painful.
So you're getting a cold rash instead of a heat rash.
Yeah, that sounds
Well,
of it.
Oh, so
at least you have fresh honey.
Yeah.
Hmm.
there's a positive.
What the hell is that? Is that gumbo? I think that might be gumbo.
What might be gumbo?
I think David like.
I'm looking in the freezer.
You just found
So-
something in the
Oh.
freezer.
Yeah.
I thought you were giving a suggestion for David to cook gumbo.
That is just some stock.
No,
That
I
is some split pea soup.
I just had a bowl of chili.
Ooh.
I
I
made
did
a
chili a
big
while
pot.
back.
I made a big pot. I think Sunday. Yeah.
All right. So here's the
Just a-
question: gumbo or split pea soup?
Gumbo.
Split pea soup.
Gumbo.
Ron, my doctor says this is nothing to worry about. What do you think?
I don't know what gumbo tastes like.
Holy crap!
That was my blood pressure on
Uh,
Tuesday.
Damn.
218 over 198.
I
Ron,
think
Wow.
I'm going to-
That's a
Ron,
little
yeah.
high. Yeah.
Ron, what
Yeah.
do you think?
Unless they measure different over there.
No,
No,
they
it's-
don't measure it any different.
Wow.
Yeah. When I told the doctors, he said it's nothing to worry about. It's a one-off. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm averaging around about 180 over 101.
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
in Celsius.
That's
No, but Ron, what do you think of that blood pressure?
Stroke
high.
City.
Yep, that's what I was
Stroke
thinking.
City, yeah.
That seems high, doesn't it?
Oh my
That's
God.
real high. Yeah.
Really high.
That's
The good news is I survived it. I'm here.
Anything over 140, over 80s high nowadays.
Yeah.
Blooming
Mine's all-
stupid.
yeah.
Well, I'm
if
on
you
Even
run it-
medication.
140 on the high end is high.
yeah.
Well, I'm on blood pressure tablets.
Whereas-
Because I'm always over 140.
It
Apparently
used,
they're not
I have
working.
never that
They're
one,
not
that one
working
that
then.
red. I have never seen it.
it used to be 100 plus your age.
Just don't be
Over,
don't be put on too many blood pressure.
100
at
plus your
once.
age. Lloyd's like looking at it, going, "That's way off the scale."
170 odd, yeah.
Yeah.
Mikey.
No, mine is last time. Of course, I'm on blood pressure medicine, but when I went and had it checked last time, it was 120 over 72.
See, that's a good one.
That's a
Yeah.
good one for an old man. Yeah.
Mine was 124 over 65.
Perfect too.
Yeah, it's not bad either.
Yeah, but since then, my pulse has been low. My pulse is ranging between 44 and 61
That's a little low.
every time it gets checked.
Yeah,
so-
that is low. My pulse is always in the mid 90s.
Yeah, mine runs about.
It was at 91 on that one, but it's never been in the 90s. It's always been 80s, 70s, but this week it's been right down, and I don't know why.
Could it be? I hate to say it, but weather related, like cold temperatures,
fucking cold.
related.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Oh,
yeah.
don't you even start with that bullshit. I go to the doctors with my head under my shoulders, blood squirting out my neck, and they go, "It's your anxiety." Like when I had a heart attack in 2000, well, a myocarditis attack, and they said, "Oh, it's down to your anxiety." I was like, "No shit." Finally got it right for a change.
My heart rate runs between it averages 69, but it's between 60 and 81.
Which
60.
means it'd be 70.
Well, 60 is when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. I don't know what mine is when I'm sleeping.
The only reason I know is because I wore my
Apple Watch.
my
Bye, Andrew.
Apple Watch for a couple nights just
I
to
think
get it.
Andrew's just flatlined.
Yeah.
I've got watched. I bought it because it says it does sugar readings as well. And
Does
I
it work?
wore it, and every day the reading was exactly the bloody same. And I said, no, that don't work.
Yeah, did you not put any sugar on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that says it can do sugar readings without actually having any physical contact inside the skin can't. Otherwise, diabetes
actually,
tests would.
No, it can, because the Bluetooth patches that you wear don't actually puncture the skin at all.
My mum's did. It had two little prongs that punctured the skin, just slightly punctured the skin, because she always had to line it up.
But it's the electric conductivity of the blood, I
It
think.
might have moved on since then, because my mum was like 3-4 years ago when it first came out. But she used to have little sensors on the door frame, so when she walked through, it would instantly take a reading every time she walked past it.
Oh, it just does a permanent read. Live streams it to your phone nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be cool to have a sensor on your door to read, like, when somebody came through, their attitude, like, bitchy.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. That's an invention.
Yeah. Every time you
Go
missus
out
comes
and
through
pat
the
that,
door.
Don.
Yeah. Every time you go through the door and your missus comes through the door, it's like, warning, PMT. Jump
walk
behind the
through the door
sofa
and
and all the
suddenly-
family are there.
Goes through the door and it says hot flashes, hot flashes. That's when you go hide.
Or no, your wife. You go to open the door on your wife, and it says, "Go away."
Yeah.
Just instantly go away.
Run and hide.
Why are you guys making the assumption that it's only good for reading women's attitudes?
Well,
Because we're perfect, Don.
Because
like the song goes, "Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in
with
every
the way
way."
my mood's been this week because of everything going on, it would have been permanently going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it's about.
It's 7 o'clock. Ron's getting tired. You're getting tired. I'm getting tired. Everybody's getting tired.
Yeah, we're talking.
David, it's after midnight there.
Yeah.
I think what it is, we're all tired of being tired. It's this friggin'
Yep,
weather. It's,
exactly.
You know.
Sorry, it's been a long time, but
Well,
health
David,
is
you
shit.
come back and join us again soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I'll try and get on again tomorrow, but like I said,
Okay,
it all depends
sounds
on
good.
blood pressure.
Oh, there we go.
Donald, say
Bye,
goodbye
Don.
to Donald's little girl.
Bye, little one.
Hey,
Bye.
It's going to be
Bye bye.
Now
Bye-bye.
that's the sense you need. Here comes the child.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for that.
Guys, later,
Hi,
guys.
Jack.
Teaching her some good stuff there.